Hello, my fellow makeup enthusiasts. Welcome back to my perfectly healthy expression of makeup enthusiasm. My name is Lainey, and today we're going to be focusing on blush, highlight, and contour. This is a video in my series called Mere Mortal Makeup. Now, this series is designed for people who are new to makeup. Whether you're a teenager, whether you're an adult, whether you're a senior citizen who's just now getting interested in putting on makeup, this is for you. And the reason I started doing this series is because people in the real world think I'm good at makeup. People on YouTube don't, obviously. But here's the deal. In the real world, I do come across as someone who is good at makeup, but I don't necessarily follow everything that the big beauty gurus will tell you you have to do on YouTube. So I wanted to make a series designed for makeup neophytes that will really manage their expectations and let them know what's necessary, what's not necessary, and I always try to make every effort to say, this works for me, this might not work for you. And that's something that I think people on YouTube have gotten better about, but when I first started watching YouTube makeup videos, basically the way it was described was you have to do this or you're gonna be butt ugly, and you have to not do this or you're gonna look like a bag of turkey assholes. No, I'm going to try to keep it real. My base is done. I do have a video for mere mortal makeup users called All About That Base. I will link that in the cards. My eyes are done. Coming up later on this week, I will have two separate eye videos, one that focuses on eyeshadow alone, the other that focuses on eye extras like eyeliner, lashes, mascara, glitter. For today, it's only blush, highlighter, and contour, which I find a lot more interesting than foundation, but not quite as interesting as eyes. So what do you do first? Now, there are YouTubers who will tell you you have to do contour first. It's the darkest, it's the lowest on your face, do that first. There are others who will say no, you have to do the highlighter first. There are others who will say you have to do the blush first. It doesn't matter. Do whatever you're comfortable with. And play around with it. See what works best for you. You may find that doing blush first is best and then putting the highlighter on over the blush and then putting on the contour. Whatever, play with it. You will find what works for your face, for your skin, and for your makeup goals. For me, I like to do blush first, so let's do that. I usually like to use a cream blush, but I know that there are a lot of mixed feelings about that, and I know that there are a lot of mixed feelings about applying blush with your fingers, which is what I like to do. So I'm gonna use a powder blush today. This is a Super Shock blush from Colourpop in the shade Thumper. This is a cool pink. I love this blush. It's really nice and soft, and oh, when I touch it with my fingers, I just wanna put it on with my fingers. But you know what? I'm going to show you how most people would recommend applying your blush. Now, the general rule of thumb is to go in lightly at first because you can always build up. So I'm gonna go in fairly lightly, and I'm just gonna dust this on the apples of my cheeks. A lot of people will say take your blush all the way up. A lot of people will say take it a little bit lower. There are 1,000,012 ways to apply blush. I personally like to put it on the apples of my cheeks, so that's what I'm gonna do. And see, it's not really showing up, so I'm gonna dig in a little bit harder and see if I can pick up some more product. And I think we need even more. Okay, that's starting to show up. Now, I'm gonna be a good girl today, and I'm not gonna use my grubby little phalanges to put on my blush, but I am gonna talk about blush brushes. Say that 5 times fast. This is a fluffier brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. It doesn't have a name, but BH makes fairly good brushes. This is not one of my favorites. I personally like to use a more densely packed brush. This is from Real Techniques. I'm pretty sure that this is not intended as a blush brush, but that's how I like to use it. And let me show you the difference between a densely packed brush and a fluffier brush when it comes to application. See, I feel like the two sides are fairly even, but I feel like I got some color payoff a lot quicker with the denser brush. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do contour. I'm reaching for my Fenty Stalk'r bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie, and I'm using one of these little mermaid contour brushes. You can get these on Yes Style. You can get them on Amazon. I got this in a no make, no life box. I'll talk about that in a future video because it's a really good subscription box. And I'm just going to find where my cheeks hollow out. And that's where I'm gonna put my bronzer. And I'm taking it all the way up so that it blends into my blush. You don't want any separation between your blush and your contour because that looks fucking weird. And now I typically don't like to pull my contour all the way up to the hairline. A lot of people do like to pull their contour all the way up. I think that that looks really good for photographs, but I don't think it looks so great in real life. So do I want to do one side like I would do it in real life and one side like I would do it for photographs? Yes, that's what I'll do. I like to take a paddle brush. This is a Real Techniques brush. This is basically the ghetto version of the Artiste brushes. You can get this for about $19 at the drugstore, whereas the Artiste brushes are like 70 or 80 bucks, the ones of this size anyway. And I'm gonna blend, just going up. And I'm doing this until any harsh lines are gone. And now let's move on to most people's favorite face step, highlighter. Now, most of you know, if you watch me at all, that I am very happily married to the Smashboz Crystalized, open honey, Crystalized highlighter. I don't think you can see in here, but I'm getting pretty close to hitting pan and that's making me nervous and I want to go out and buy a backup of this. And I'm a filthy animal. I like to put this on with my fingers. So on this side, I'm going to do it the way I would normally do it. And here's what I do. I look in the mirror. I look to see where the light naturally bounces off of my face. And that's the only place where I place my highlighter. I don't go way up here. I don't really go ham with my highlighter. I just put it where the light bounces off of my face. It's just enhancing the natural, I wouldn't say beauty, but features, enhancing the natural features. And then I'm gonna take a Wayne Goss number 10 brush and just blend this out. Oh, and speaking of Wayne Goss, if you find me annoying and you want some real world makeup tips, watch Wayne Goss. He's so much better than I am, and he's got some good information and he doesn't tell you any bullshit like, you have to do this and you have to do that, and if you don't do this, you're gonna be ugly. So yeah, if you don't like me, if you find these annoying, Wayne Goss, he's your man. So this is how I would do my makeup out in the real world. It's not dramatic. I can be kind of dramatic, but I feel like my eyes are already a little bit on the dramatic side, so I'm keeping my face pretty calm. Now on this side, I'm going to do my highlighter like many, many, many beautiful, knowledgeable, wonderful people on YouTube will tell you to do your highlighter. Let me be perfectly clear. I am not talking smack about YouTubers who say you have to do it this way, you have to do all these steps. You know what? Those videos are fun to watch. They are better quality than mine. The YouTuber is usually younger and prettier and hipper than I am, and the makeup always comes out looking fabulous, but it's a lot. That's all I'm saying, is that you don't have to do that much to get a decent makeup look and to make people in the real world think that you're actually really, really good at makeup. And since we're going ham, I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm taking some NYX glitter glue and I'm gonna put this bitch on my cheeks. And I'm gonna get into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dream Glow Kit, and I'm going to use the shade Magic. This looks like it would go on green. It does not. It is actually my favorite shade in the palette, even though I thought that this shade would be the one that I would not use at all. Love it. So I'm gonna coat my Wayne Goss brush quite a bit with this beautiful Magic. I'm gonna spray my brush with some Morphe spray. I've been liking the Morphe spray for spraying my brushes better than the MAC Fix Plus lately. And I'm gonna go ham. Now, if you watch Wayne, you know that he doesn't really like this insane blinding highlighter application. And quite frankly, like, I think it's kind of fun sometimes, but I would never wear it out in the real world because, I mean, I'm already half blind. I don't need to blind myself any more than I am already. So here we have Instagram side, and then we have real life side. Which do you prefer? Actually, I'm gonna do a little experiment. I'm gonna take away the studio lighting and show you what this makeup would look like in the real world. Oh, and I remembered that I have one more step to do. I'm gonna do a little bit of nose contour, but this is no lighting. This is just normal room lighting. So this is the Instagram side, and this is the casual side. So you be the judge. Which one would you prefer? How do you want to look? How do you want to present yourself to the world? Because neither side is wrong and neither side is right. And I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera. I put the studio lighting back on, and now I'm going to quickly show you how I contour my nose. And I'm going to tell you how many people on YouTube advise contouring the nose. They will tell you that you want a really snatched nose. So you're gonna have two lines going all the way down the nose, and it's going to make your nose look super slim and super snatched. I'm gonna link Wayne Goss's video. I'm just obsessed with Wayne Goss today. He has a great video on nose contouring, and basically the way I choose to contour my nose, I got from Wayne. So take that for what it's worth. I don't like the snatch nose. What I am doing is I'm just trying to keep the tip of my nose from being extremely bulbous. So I'm just kind of drawing a little V right here. Now, this isn't exactly how Wayne Goss does it. This is kind of my spin on his advice. And you know what? Whenever you watch a YouTube video, listen to what they're saying. If you think it might be applicable to you, then put your own spin on it. See what works for you. Nothing is gospel. So right now, this looks pretty fucking weird, but don't you worry. I'm gonna blend. And I'm gonna use this small paddle brush. This is not a Real Techniques. This is from, is it Lab 2 or Lab Squared? I wanna say it's Lab Squared. But anyway, this brand right here. I got this at the grocery store, and this is my favorite brush for softening up my nose contour. And something that always happens to me is that when I contour my nose, it briefly gets a little bit red from me messing with it so much, so don't worry, that's gonna go away. And as for highlighting the tip of your nose, I've seen this makeup step mocked endlessly on YouTube. You just want to see where the light naturally hits the tip of your nose and just very gently enhance that. You don't want to put a fuckload of highlighter on the tip of your nose because it's just gonna look weird. And since it's easier to beef things up than it is to tone things down, I'm gonna go ahead and beef up this side so that they match. And here is the finished look. Everything that I have on my face, including the eye makeup and lipstick, will be listed down below. If you are new to makeup, as you are watching this video, I hope you were thinking to yourself, wow, that might look really cool on me. I'm gonna try it. If you thought that, go try it. If it works, keep doing it. If it doesn't, try something else. And you probably also had a few moments where you were thinking, this chick is crazy, that looks like shit, I would never do that. Don't do it. Makeup is a very personal choice, and there is no right or wrong way to do makeup because we're all different. Everybody has different skin, everybody has different taste, everybody has a different budget, so do what works for you. And that wraps it up for today. So as always, thank you so very much for joining me. Subscribe. I would love to see you in the comment section down below repeatedly. I would love to get to know some more of you guys. Follow me on Instagram. I will follow you back. Throw me a pity like, give me some encouragement to make some more videos. Very special shout out to you if you are watching this video on the toilet. And until next time, stay adorably obsessed with makeup.